The thing is, once you get phase two, it's not a bad gig. You don't have to muster till 6:20. Get to sleep in a little more. You get to wear your civilian clothes. I think you can stay out till midnight. I think it is on the weekends. 2 hours later, you're allowed to stay out. You don't muster as much. I think the only muster you have actually is at 6:20 in the morning. Phase one, you muster 4:45, 6:20. You muster again in the afternoon because you also march to dinner chow, not just breakfast. You march to dinner too. Everyone knows your phase one. They have their own musters. They go marching around. Everyone knows your phase one. It's like almost like being in P days again in boot camp. So just get that shit done. Phase two isn't bad. Um, like I said, you're not so much their bitch anymore. You get more freedom. Um, Once you class up, it's pretty fucking fun. Uh, NACCS Aircrew Cannon School. It's not what I was expecting. I thought it'd be harder. I'm not trying to, boost my fucking horn here, but I mean, it's fun. I mean, it's water survival and PT and some classes. The internet just made it out to be like it's some fucking ridiculous training. I was kind of nervous and afraid, so hopefully this will uh, set you guys at ease a little bit. It's not that bad. The tests start out, wear your flight suit and your boots. The tests start out pretty simple, just floating and treading water. You'll have to do underwater swimming and shit like that, but then ultimately the mile swim, which also isn't that bad. They'll teach you all the strokes you need, teach you everything. If you're struggling with it, they'll help you put in some one-on-one time with you, get you to get it right. Um, don't worry about getting dropped. Unless you have serious swimming problems, you're not really going to get dropped or rolled back. You won't get dropped. If you're in a class, you'll just get rolled back to the class behind you and probably have to redo the week. That's about it. Your graduation will get pushed a week or so, but it's not a big deal. I mean, the class is only 4 weeks long. If you fail 3 or 4 times, that's when you're getting rolled back. But that doesn't happen often. It really doesn't. I see a lot of questions online, just about what the percentage is, kind of people getting dropped from aircrew. It's not hard. No one really gets. The people that get dropped are the fucking lazy shitbags. Uh, People go to sick call all the time, just looking to get out of PT. Just all the lazy shitbags. You'll see people that'll be phase one for a month, longer. I've seen people. This one guy was phase one for 2 months. I don't know what he got dropped. You'll get all the shitbags get dropped eventually. If you're that fucking lazy, don't fucking be aircrew. Seriously, it's a good fucking job if you stick with it. Don't be fucking lazy. After aircrew candidate school, you get your rate. If you're a dry aircrew, which means you're just not a rescue swimmer, you'll be AWO, which is just looking at radars, looking for subs, that whole shindig. AWV, I'm not going to go into too much because I know next to nothing about AWV. It's more of a technical job. I don't want to give you the wrong information, so I'm not going to go into it. AWF is the third rate, longest and hardest school, flight engineer, AWF. You work with the pilot in flight. It's pretty legit job. I mean, big responsibility. That's why it's the longest school. A lot of shit to go down. Be aware the Navy is downsizing. Before I actually get into this, I'm going to cover the RSS, the Rescue Swimmer rates, real quick. You will not get a rate like that if you are RSS. If you're contracted or volunteer, doesn't matter. When you finish NACCS, you move across the street to the Rescue Swimmer building. It's literally right across the street, like up and over one building. You move over there, and that's the RSS building. You do RSS 5 weeks on top of NACCS, so it's like 9 weeks of training total for just that. Just till you move to your A school. That's what I'm saying. It's a long haul. But after you complete RSS, you will receive AWR or AWS, Romeo and Sierra. I forget which one's longer. One's longer and tougher. I'm assuming the shorter one is like kind of more commonly handed out. Um, the RSS guys, they'll all be on helicopters. You can volunteer for dry helo, which means I'm not sure how many slots they have per class. Try to get it if you want a helicopter, but you're not going to be a rescue swimmer. Other than that, you're going to get like a P3, C-130, something like that. You're going to get a fixed wing plane. If you're not a rescue swimmer, it is possible to get on a helicopter. I'm not sure how it works though. I was in dry helo. I didn't get that. After that, yeah, you go to your A school for whatever rate you got. AWO I think is 4 months, something like that. That's the most commonly handed out one. I didn't hear about too many people getting AWV. AWF, they'll take 1 or 2 people out of a class. You can volunteer for it. I might have already said that. Sorry if I did. You go to your A school. You'll go to Frac and Fleet Replacement Squadron and SEER school. That's where I kind of can't help you out. I did not make it that far in training. I cannot tell you what SEER school is like. The only thing that makes it take so long is there's just so many people. There will be a hold after every single thing you do. When you first get there, there will be a hold before you start candidate school. Could be 3 to 4 weeks, could be 2 months. They have a very bad system set up. After candidate school, you will be on hold before your A school. After your A school, you can take leave, but you'll be on hold again when you come back. Everything has a hold. That's why it's taking so long. There's so many people. My friend, be aware of this. I think I was going to touch on this earlier, but I went back to the rescue swimmer rates. Be aware, do not volunteer for anything you cannot handle. My buddy is in AWF, the flight engineer school right now. If he does not make it, he is discharged. Normally they re-rate you. That's not the case. Right now, they are re-rating to undesignated, which means you don't have a job. It means you get sent to the fleet without one and learn whatever job the Navy wants you to learn. But that's not even the case for him. He's in flight engineer school and he gets discharged if he doesn't make it. RSS, if you fail RSS, you are going on DES. Do not fucking think you're some badass. If you want to be RSS, do it because you're in shape and you can fucking do it, and because you want to save lives. Don't be a badass. It's a tough fucking school, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't go through it. I've seen some shit. It's tough. Don't fucking do it for the wrong reasons. Do it if you can do it, because you will be sent on DES. You will hate your life. I've seen people go RSS, fail. They're fucking truck drivers now. My one friend dropped from EOD, went to RSS. I think he didn't make it through that. He's a truck driver in Norfolk right now. You'll hate it. You're the bitch. You have no say in what you do, what job you get. You will not like it. If you are confident you can make it through RSS, and it's what you want to do, more power to you. I wish you the best of luck. But if you are questioning yourself or don't think you can make it, honestly, I would take my chances with dry aircrew. And honestly, from what I've heard, RSS people don't really get that many saves anyway. They don't really get too many chances to jump out of a helicopter anyway. I've talked to people who've been rescue swimmer for 30 years. They haven't saved one person. If it means that much to you to be an RSS guy, go for it. It's fucking awesome. I mean, it's legit. Just fly around a helicopter. I mean, AW Aircrew is a fucking awesome job all around if you stick with it. But just be careful. I mean, just because the situation with everyone kind of flocking to the military, there's no fucking jobs, and I cannot stress that enough. It's a big change. People who want to go in as a rescue swimmer and they end up being a boatswain's mate or driving a truck. I mean, it sucks, and you don't really have a say in it. So just be careful. I don't want that to happen to anyone. I've seen it happen to at least half a dozen people, and they're trying real hard to get out of the Navy right now. Just be careful. Don't get in over your head. It's not that hard. Best of luck to you guys. If you have any questions, I'll be here to answer them. I'll do the best I can to help you guys out. Alright, peace.